Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
And I'm Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
That is in our opinion, Bob.
Right. Today, Brad, we're going to talk about why should you measure your hand grip strength and how do you do it at home?
Sure.
So
how do we do it? Or why? Yeah, why should you? Okay, give some examples.
Well, let's show the how first.
Okay.
Let's skip to the how.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, the first thing you can do, we use is a dynamometer. Now this thing costs about $280, so we don't expect that you're going to use this, but you squeeze on this and it actually, I don't know, Lonnie, if you can see this, but it makes the needle move. You see any of that?
Yep.
Okay.
So you can see it, Bob.
All right. There's also a cheaper version on Amazon that you spend about $25, which might be worth the cost.
Yeah, we've never seen one, so we don't really know
if they're reliable or not.
But being a cheapskate that I am, I'm thinking this next idea is where I'm going.
Right. All you're going to do is take your bathroom scale at home, especially if you have, what is it, an analog? Analog. You might be able to do it with a digital too if you find the pressure points on it.
But these cheaper ones, and a lot of people have these analogs. So.
Yeah. So all you're going to do is one thing when you measure grip strength, you want to do it the same every time because you're going to establish a baseline.
Good consistency. How you grip it, where.
So one thing you want to do is you keep your elbow at a right angle, always, and at your side. And I'm going to just squeeze with one side to start off with.
Here.
You see that, Lonnie?
Yeah, let's just do it like this.
Okay,
like
there you go.
I'm going to squeeze with my left hand.
You see it, Lonnie, or is he too close?
Too close.
Too far. Okay, squeeze with one hand.
This is my left hand over here.
How many pounds did you go?
How many?
60.
Okay, now my
okay, right side. Your right side is only 50.
Well, whatever, Bob. You got a bad scale there.
Okay, ready? Here's my left.
Ooh, almost 80, Bob.
How much am I right?
81, 82. Wow.
Strong like bull. Who's strong like bull?
Yeah.
All right.
Give me that thing.
Why are you going to want to measure your grip strength, Brad?
Okay. As far as in therapy, I always do it after an injury, whether it's a shoulder, elbow, hand, or wrist. It's a good time to measure it, to see where it is, and then measure it a week later and see how it's coming along.
If you've had carpal tunnel syndrome,
you bet.
or if you have it now even, it's an indicator. If you show how much weaker the one side, it might be an indication it's time for surgery. Yep. Or, it gives you that baseline so you can know if you're getting stronger.
Right. If you're starting a weightlifting program, you want to get strong like bull, and you want to check that, get some numbers going, it's a great way to do it.
And if you're a tennis player or a rock climber or a wrestler.
Sure.
You were a wrestler.
Yeah.
So these are all good things to give you a good baseline of where you are and to see if you're getting stronger or not. If you're worried about you're having a neurological issue going on, like carpal tunnel syndrome, this would be a good time too.
Yep.
I think that's about it, right? Oh, just basically motivation, right? That's what we're talking about, Brad?
Right. Yeah, so, and there's with these there's norms. Like we can say the average 30-year-old grips so many pounds. With this home thing, we don't have norms yet. Maybe we should do some studies on it.
Yeah, by the way, there is an indicator too, Brad. If you actually suddenly have a drop in strength, it might mean, and you are a weightlifter, it might mean you're overtraining.
Oh, good point.
You might be getting a little weak for that reason. So remember, Brad, we're not just pretty.
We're pretty ugly, Bob.
That's true, but we're also pretty handy, and we can be pretty helpful. So if you want to make sure you subscribe to us, we're going to help you out. Thanks.